Peace, peace, peace. Tell everybody to come on over here. I'm sorry, y'all. It happened again. Very sorry, y'all. It happened again. It's crazy, y'all. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. They are relentless. You're absolutely right. But we are even more relentless. A part of me was like, don't even worry about it, man. Just go back live tomorrow. And I said, you know what? Let me show them that I'm here for it, okay? I was saying something to y'all, and I imagine they cut the live off so I couldn't finish my thought, okay? But I was saying that whenever you try to do good, it is the enemy that is present. Do you understand? So whenever the time comes for you to focus on something positive, there's always going to be something negative. A distraction is there. You understand? And so you can always choose a distraction, but you can choose the positive as well. So when the distraction is present, just know that there's something for you to see. Just like when they try to, you know, wave something in front of our face on the news or the media and tell us this is happening, look in this direction, be triggered, be triggered. Rise above the lies, says Kevin Wesley, all is well, indeed. I like that channel name, by the way. Wish I would have thought of that. That's what being honest means, family. I could have looked at that and been like, man, he got that first. No, I wish I would have thought of that. That's beautiful. I like that. See, now here we go. Tim Law says we are under attack. And listen, while that may be true, Tim, we can focus on that, and we can focus on the fact that we are rising above. Of course we are under attack. But let's focus on the positive. They have no power over us and they cannot stop us. You understand? The only way they can stop us is if they actually get our attention onto them and off of us. And we're just not going to be distracted today. We are forever focused on our mission and our purpose, because we know that in order to truly fulfill it, we have to be focused on it. A spider cannot build its web if it's focused on everyone else's, right? Indeed, Tim. A spider cannot build its web unless it's focused on, if it's focused on everyone else's, right? Today is your topic, JJ Jr. I'm answering whatever questions you may have. Whatever question that you feel like is keeping you from your best self or your future self, feel free to ask that question, okay? Indeed, Tim, they do. They might as well give up. But anytime they shut us off, we're going to go right back on. Every time. That's what we're going to do. So they'll learn, because every time they shut us off, we'll only go harder. So when they learn that shutting us off won't keep us off, it'll only make us go harder, maybe they will change what they're doing. That's what you got to show your enemies. That hating on you only make you stronger. And then they'll think about it the next time. Indeed, the enemy is your stepping stool, right? They get us to our next level. You're so right, Brett. Yes, the agents multiply when you win a fight, don't they? They're coming from all directions, right? Try to keep you from tapping in. Ain't that crazy? Trying to keep you from being in the zone. I am my Morpheus. I am my Neo. I am my Trinity. And the day that you self-realize, you will realize that you are that for you too. There is no one outside of you, family. Every lesson you ever learned was only learned because you were there to teach it to you. Every lesson you've ever taught was only there because you were there to learn it from you. There is only you, family. This is why Bruce Leroy was looking for another master. Whenever his master told him, some dumb boy is your master. He went searching for his master because his master told him that he couldn't be of any more use to him. Bruce Leroy didn't realize that he didn't need a master, so he went seeking one, thinking he needed one. But you are your own master. You must master yourself. You must master yourself, family. For you can master no one else. There is no one else to master other than yourself. You will learn that trying to master others is only you learning yourself and mastering yourself. Think about it. We look at anyone's depiction of God and we say, I want to serve God. But anyone's depiction of God, this God has first given you life. This God has given you all of your provisions. So who is serving who? God serves you, right? Think about it. You cannot master someone else unless you master yourself. Indeed, Khadijah. Any lesson you ever taught, it was because you were there to teach it to you. I'm telling you, family. You can't learn unless you grasp it. Yassar says, brother, to make the story short, I always call my creator or my teacher. I bet I manifested here, brother. Indeed. Indeed, I think I got you. Being a young Neo, how did you learn to overcome and build yourself up to who you are today? How did you stay on track? How do you become one with self-control? Through every hash mark that you put down. Think about drawing. I use this because I'm an artist myself. Every time that you draw, you put one mark on the paper, and that next mark builds on that one. After that, you have a whole portrait. It's when you have the portrait that you realize you were there for every single hash mark. And some of those hash marks, you were in doubt about the image that you were creating. Some of those hash marks, you were in doubt about your own capabilities to create the image. But you kept putting the hashes down and you got the portrait. So the way you learn how to build yourself to your highest potential is, even in your self-doubt, keep putting the marks down. Keep building days on top of days. Don't get lost in the journey. Enjoy the journey. Understand that the journey is the destination. It's when you've made it all the way to the end of the destination that you realize that every lesson learned was in the journey. And the journey is what made the destination. When we talk about going far in life, we're never talking about a distance traveled. We're talking about an internal thing that we have learned and accomplished. Always. Always. I was telling Crystal today, that the lady I was talking to, that no journey begins with a step. Even though we say that, your journey is in your mind and it's not made up of steps. It's made up of experiences. We call them steps. We call it distance. We say I've came a long way, but what you're trying to say is I have understood a lot about myself through all of my experiences. You're not saying I really came a long way. Like, you know that you haven't traveled a distance. And even if you have traveled a distance, you are not talking about that journey. You're talking about what you learned in the process. Yes, get those likes up, family. What are we doing? Well, we're not focused on manifesting, right? We're just manifesting. So I'm asking for your focus now. All it takes is you to place your thumb on the like button. Manifest it, family. Show yourselves that you're true manifestors. Make the numbers rise. This is how you manifest. You will learn that in order to manifest, it's you who has to pour into yourself. Someone said to me, why is it that women are chasing more ego things instead of internal character? And I told him why. But I would challenge you this. If we could tell women the truth, other than what's been programmed into them, it's that if you want a beautiful body, that starts with going inside of you. Every time you do a squat, every time you do an exercise, I know the work feels like it's outward, but it's truly inward, because the strength that you're going to have is going to come from within. That body you want, that butt shape you want, is going to come with the exercises that it takes to get there. Manifest the body you want. Don't go outside of you to purchase it. It won't be real. It'll only be something that is going to get you by. It'll be a conduit, but it won't be you. Truly, building yourself is about going within. It's always about going within. Whatever it is that you want, you can build that from the inside out, family. You have all you need. You already have that big butt. It's just some squats away. It's just after you pour into yourself. You'll have that body once you pour into yourself. And then when you look in the mirror, you will get to receive the rewards of seeing your body, and now you're pouring into yourself again. You're receiving from yourself. That's right, Emerald. Carmela says, how do you rationalize that you still use references from things in the Bible as ways we've created to navigate the world as you accept it as a whole, etc., to help you rise? You do that by understanding that everything that you've been through is you. What else can anyone grab onto? That's like asking a slave, if you don't like being a slave, stop speaking English. Talk to me in your native tongue. And that slave would say, but I don't know how to. It's how I communicate. Unfortunately, even the negative things I've been through are me. And I don't know how to communicate unless I use those things in which I have experienced. See, God, the goal of God is to become all-knowing, is to know everything. And God can only speak to you in which he experienced, right? That's all you can do, is speak from your pain or speak from your glory. See, when I talk to y'all, I'm just using words. So I try to use scriptures and experiences and movies and things to give you pictures to understand yourself. Because if I just give you words, it'll be foreign land. The reason that what I'm saying is so familiar is because I'm speaking to you from the realm that you understand, from the world you understand. In order for God to speak to you, God can't speak to you with heaven's words. God can't use to you the concepts of heaven. God has to use to you the concepts that you learn on earth. So God speaks to you using your languages. This is why when you dream using things of this world. You dream you're riding a bike with tricycle wheels and you're a grown up. So through this dream, you assess that for some reason you feel like you need something to balance you or hold you up. Well, the bicycle is from the tangible world. You manifested that in dream world because in dream world, the bicycle was not a bicycle. It's a message. You understand? And so, yes, you're always going to use every part of you. Name one experience that you refuse to use to speak and teach yourself. See, the thing is, when someone asks you about you, if you notice, you'll even talk about some of the worst things you've been through. Because truth is, man, it's you too. As much as it hurts to think about it, you gathered who you were through that negative experience. And it is you. So you talk about it. People say, stop talking about the negative things you've been through. And you're like, yo, how am I going to minister to people if I start leaving parts of me off and acting like I've never been there? You know? So yes, I speak with scriptures because scriptures are me. I don't always use the Bible, but I use the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita. I use lessons from everything that I have taught, that I have learned. And believe it or not, you do too. You cannot speak no other way. Try speaking right now in a language that's unfamiliar to you. You wouldn't understand it. It's crazy. Every experience has its purpose, absolutely. What do we choose to learn from the experience? How you metabolize it is what exposes you to you. Everybody has had these similar things happen to them, but it's how you handle it that shows you. It's how you metabolize it, right? Some people juggle with all of the balls thrown at them, and some people panic and claim you've given them too much to handle. The same, the potato softens in boiling water, but the egg hardens. They say it's what's in you that counts, right? It's what you're made of, right? It's not what you're in, it's what you're made of. Because the same water that softens the potato hardens the egg. Tim Law, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the super chat. For the vibration of 5. He says that when you are out walking and don't really care to see people, are you controlling that? And are the people and things you see glitches in the matrix? So this world, Tim, you have already created this program. The people who are going to walk by are going to walk by anyway. So please understand that You're not creating the people in this world. They have already been created. Your goal is to find out why you created them and put them there. Now that comes with time. You understand? So take a person that's bringing you certain drama or certain problems. They really do exist. You cannot control them. In order to truly be God, you had to give each version of you their own true will so they can truly think in their own way based on the matrix that they grew up in. So that person that gives you trouble, that person that challenges you, they had their own upbringing so they could develop their own navigational tools, their mind to think with. And so they're challenging you with their paradigm, and that's okay. They have their own will. What teaches you about you, Tim, is how you understand yourself through every situation you've been in. So those people outside of you, if they're not out there, they weren't meant to be out there that day. If they are out there, then they were meant to be out there that day. The key is you decided to walk on a day that there was nobody out there. And why did I do that? I decided to go for a walk when there was a lot of people outside today. And why did I do that? What's meant to be will be, but your understanding of it is in the moment. Do you understand? You can't close your eyes and make a person disappear. The goal is to understand why you put them there and understand who you are in that experience that they're giving you. Right? The spoon is not real, but if you focus not on the spoon, reality will begin to exist. I mean, will begin to bend. You understand? If you don't focus on the person that's causing you the problems and focus on yourself, reality will bend. Yes, a lot of people get lost in manifestation that way because they'll say, if you're telling me I'm everyone, why can't I control them? You can't control them. They have their own wills. They do exist, family, but they are you. They're you wearing a mask. You have your own will. You can make your own choices. So you're not going to wield people into doing things for you. You can't control people. You can only learn who you are by the experience that people gives you. In order for God to understand itself, it needed to be a world in which God was not controlling. It's already wielded into existence, but by supposed God, but everything that's going to happen is going to happen. So once you insert yourself into this dream, into this world, know that you can't change it. You're there for it. Thank you so much, computer. Thank you so much for the vibration. I'm gonna stay on this thought. Thank you so much. If you've ever taken mushrooms, you would fully understand that. If you've ever smoked and got high, you will fully understand that. Once this goes into your system, Neo, once you take the red pill, you can't stop what's gonna happen from happening. Once you take that into your system, what is happening has already happened. You're there for it. I've seen people take mushrooms I'm a shaman. I've done several mushroom ceremonies. And in those ceremonies, you can see people reacting in many different ways. Some people don't want to go on that roller coaster, but you've already taken it. It's too late. They scared. They want you to do something for them, and you can't do anything for them. You're on your own until this trip is over. It's your trip, and you're all alone. So all this trauma that you're feeling in your mind that you're scared for, asking everybody else to help you, they cannot help you. It's yours. You understand? Thank you so much. I apologize, universe, for not expressing gratitude after you began to manifest me my request, and that was the likes. Okay, and you started giving me the likes, and I'm sorry for not appreciating that. So let me begin to appreciate you even more, so you start giving me even more. And that's reality, family. When life begins to slow down giving you your rewards, begin to thank life for the rewards, and they will begin to come back again. Watch the likes go back up. I started to be thankful for the likes, and then the likes begin to come back, because what you focus on expands. If I focus on the likes and speak to the likes will grow. Right now, you guys may even be trying not to hit the like button just to prove me wrong. And you will find that it's like a burning in your soul that's keeping you from not hitting the like button until you hit it. You have to hit it. See, it's crazy because it's just like the scripture said that I can't not tell God how great he is. It would be like a fire shut up in my bones. I know it's so true that I can't help but let it leak out of me on how amazing God is, on how amazing I am. I can't stop talking about it. I know you like for me to. I know it gets on your nerves, but man, if I were to shut my mouth, my bones would be on fire. Could you imagine your bones being on fire? Could you imagine that? You can't not do what the Lord has ordained or what you have ordained. You know it's for you to do because you can feel it in your soul. It's like a burning. You know the thing you're supposed to do because it's a burning. There's a certain burning sensation. You call it a fire in your heart, a fire in your bosom. You call it a fire. There's a fire that burns deep within me. And that fire gives me momentum and it gives me purpose. And it forever consumes me. And this is what makes me want to be so great. No one outside of me is telling me to be great. No one is making me feel bad for laying in my bed. It is me who is doing that because there's something inside of me that's telling me I am the phoenix. And everyone's telling you that if you burn too hot, you'll only burn to ashes. And I don't care. I know I'm gonna burn to ashes. You're gonna burn yourself out, Kevin, if you keep going. I know that. And somehow I know I'm supposed to, and that's why I can't stop going. I'm gonna burn out every time. I'm gonna work out to a failure every time. Like, that's where my greatness comes from. It's crazy because I've been asking myself, why am I so tired lately? And now I realize why I've been creating that experience for myself. Because I needed to see that I'm gonna do it regardless. You're going to burn yourself out regardless. And that's how you rebuild yourself. The phoenix burns itself so hot that it burns itself into a whole new state of being, ashes. And when those ashes fall back to the ground, the phoenix literally does it again. Got tears in my eyes. It's unreal. It's so unreal and it's so amazing that no matter how much I beat me down, I will only get back up because I am the son of the mother of earth. The earth only makes me stronger. Every time I fall, I will only be stronger. It's unreal. Every time I work out until my muscles fail, I will only build myself stronger because I'm made of dirt. I'm made of earth. I'm made of the very thing that I'm falling on. So I cannot lose. Even at my weakest, I cannot lose. Even at my weakest, I'm only manifesting a stronger me. That is crazy. At my weakest is when I'm manifesting the strongest version of me, right? Have you ever noticed that it's in your failure that people are mostly inspired by you? Like, man, that's so crazy. You feel your weakest when you are your strongest. Imagine being so weak, but when you touch something, it shatters. Imagine feeling very, very weak, but when you take a step, you feel earthquakes. You don't even know you're a giant because you feel weak. Everybody wants to be so strong, but only if they can feel strong too. Ain't that crazy? We don't actually want to be strong. We just want to feel strong. Forget our effect on the world. I just want to feel strong. But you see, like, I get on here, even though I'm feeling weak, but when I go back and watch my lives, I feel some of the most powerful energy that I've ever emitted. Now, you tell me, why is that possible? Why am I putting out the most powerful energy I've ever emitted while I'm feeling so physically weak? It's yin and yang. It's lightness and darkness. It's in your darkness that you become the light. You're the light that you see. You might say, Kevin, I know you feel weak in your body, but I'm feeling power from you. Isn't that crazy? Ouroboros. Constantly consuming yourself and blaming other people for what's in you. It is you that's in you. I'm a Virgo. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a Leo. Okay? So I deal with my whole birth chart, family. I am a Virgo in my zodiac sign, but I'm a Leo in my rising, and my moon is a Sag. So I have two fire signs in my rising and my moon. My Sagittarius tells you that I'm very accurate with my words, that I'm very honest, and I speak from the heart, like the archer. The Leo tells you that I shine and I'm a superstar, and people see me as a star. People look up to me. They say, I want to be like that guy. And they think I'm full of myself. They see me as a king. They see me as self-realized. But I'm actually a Virgo. I'm a healer. And I love to pour into people. And I'm so innocent. But I want to make people better. you know, but I'm so judgmental and critical. And I'm mostly like that of myself, which helps me to be great. But it also gets in my way of seeing myself as that beautiful lion, that Leo who is truly self-realized. Because what I see when I look at me are all the areas that I need to grow in. What someone else sees when they look at me is that beautiful lion who's proud of himself, who knows he's a king. I'm constantly in duality. I'm constantly like Neo, asking myself, am I good enough? I am no different from y'all. I know y'all project onto me that I got it all figured out, but I want to let you guys know that no, nobody does. There's never been a person to walk this planet, family, who had it all figured out. Even God is still learning itself. Even God is still learning itself through all of its experiences. Thank you so much, Team Virgo. Thank you so much, Derek, for the vibration. Even God is still learning itself through its experiences, family. It's breaking up, family. I'm a Taurus. Absolutely, Taiwan. That's powerful. Build your world, Taurus. Build your world as you should. You put that wealth around yourself, Taurus. You are a hard worker, and you go after it. And you know you love nice things. Taurus, what's going to keep you from your best self is you denying that fact. So when you show off and you show people all those nice things you have, they're going to try to hold you back by telling you that you're conceited and you're a show-off. Well, Taurus, you are. They're going to tell you to cut that bullshit out. And you're going to say, I'm a Taurus. Bullshit come with me. So here's me and all of my bullshit. Look at me shine and look at me glitter. Look at what I worked for. And I can damn well show it off because I worked for it. Why are you talking that way, Kevin? Because that's how Taurus is talk. They bold and they lead with their horns. You're going to know they've been there. That's how a Taurus talks. They heavy and they weigh a lot. And they bring that power every single time, right? It's from bullshit that mushrooms go. Anytime somebody tell you, man, I'm tired of your bullshit, tell them, you're going to get enlightened from my bullshit. I see you, Aries. Aries is that fire sign. That's God. That's the Bible's God. So you obviously know that Aries is a master manifester, a leader, a powerful being in its own right. We actually look at the Aries as sacrifice because that is truly how you manifest. You must take authority for your life, right? You must. Look at the ram. It climbs the highest mountain, right? It's a loner. It knows that it has all it needs within it. Now look at the sheep. The sheep needs a flock, but the ram understands something. So the sheep is the lower version of the ram. The ram is the self-realized version of the sheep. Claim your energy then, Taurus. Show your horns. B, do you have the guts? Do you have the guts? Dwayne said, I saw a ram today. What did it say to you? Did you listen to it? What did you learn about it? Did you observe it or did you just see it? See, observe it next time. And if you didn't observe it, you can right now. You can bring that moment right back in your mind's eye and see it again and see exactly what it was doing. Tell us what the ram told you today. Whatever lesson you learned from it was not your own thoughts. It was the ram, master teacher, speaking to you. What was the ram doing when you saw it? Let us know. This is going to be the last lesson for the day. What was the ram doing when you saw it, King? Because you saw that ram for a reason. You saw it right by a 999 sign. Look at there. So you saw authority right by a 999 sign, which is 27, which makes up to 12. I'm sorry, 9. The highest vibration. So take authority of your conscious world. Wield from it with confidence, knowing that you are the creator, that you are the master manifester, wielding your world. Every time you were sad, it's because you gathered from the experience to be sad. Every time you were happy, it's because you found something to be happy about. Every time you were sad, it's because what happened saddened you. You are feeling yourself. And now that you know that, create from your authority. Know who you are, family. Do not live in doubt. Only live in gratitude. Live in gratitude. Live in being truly happy with who you are. And I promise you, you will never deny yourself the greatest riches. Love who you are. Be in complete gratitude with who you are without any of the things that you're wanting in your life. Know that you have everything you need inside of you. Happiness cannot be found in you. Happiness cannot be found outside of you. So be confident, because notice that everything that makes you happy, it's only a conduit to the feeling that you feel inside of you. No matter what you have in your life, the happiness is felt inside of you. The happiness already exists in you. You are only summoning happiness through looking at this thing that you deem makes you happy. Happiness can be found in you regardless. So seek gratitude and be thankful for who you are and the skills that you were born with. And thank your ancestors for working so diligently to pass them on to you. Accept that you are the Neo of your tribe, that you are the Neo of your ancestry. You are the one right now who has power to manifest in this realm. Every one of them are rooting for you, and they speak to you via thought. They speak to you via inspiration and motivation. And believe me, you had some ancestors who hated on you too. So they will speak to you via your doubt. Okay? So you have family members who want you to go far, and you have family members who hate. It's okay. They all are there to challenge you, to help you get to your next level. But take control and know that it is you who is wielding your world in your authority. That's what the Ram was trying to say to you by being exactly by that number 9. It says, take authority of your consciousness. Blow your shofar and call God. And God will come out of the heavens and rescue you. And you will find that it is you that is God. Right? Because the scripture says, you have never saw the face of God. And now you have realized that while you have saw everyone else's faces, it is your own face that eludes you. Right now, you're coming into the oneness of self that you have never saw your face and never will. Your eyes are in your head, keeping you from seeing your face. And the face of God is the only face that you will never see. You will only see reflections of it. And that is in everyone else, the water, and the mirror. Do you understand? The riddle has now been solved for you. Now knowing that God is completely hiding from you, just so you can have this experience and get to know God, count it all joy and begin to see God in front of you by manifesting what is within God, out of God. In order for God to see light, God had to speak it, family. It came out of God. In order for God to see man, God had to create it, family. It came out of God. So in order for God to see itself, God must create from within itself and project it outside of itself. Do you understand that? And you can't do that with self-doubt. God didn't say, I want it to be light, but I want it to be light, if. No, let there be. Start speaking to your reality with complete authority, knowing that it is you who is wielding it. That's what seeing that ram meant, family. Okay? I love you all, family. Keep that thought in your mind and begin to manifest your reality. You are God, and you are God alone. You ever hear that song? You alone are God, and you are God alone. Listen to the spell. Listen to the spell. You alone are God. Somebody tell me what that means. You are God alone. What does that mean, family? You are God alone, and you alone are God. What does that mean? If I'm a God, I have powers. You have enough powers to create your own existence. You have enough power to continue to create your existence. Your cells are dying and being born as we speak. You have the power to wield light into objects in color. Absolutely, you have superpowers. Don't let them tell you differently. You alone are God. It means that when you are all alone, there is God. The voices you hear, the feelings you feel, when you are absolutely alone, you are God. Someone, I talked to this lady today. I told you. I asked her, if you go all the way back to the I am, to source, if there's nothing but God and there's only God, what is there to know? I'm asking you that question now. Go all the way back in time. Go all the way back in time, family. If there is only God and God alone, what is there to know if there's no one but you? What can you know? What is there to know? Y'all saying everything. If there's only you, what is there to know? Nothing. What can you know if there's nothing to experience, right? Where can you go if there's nowhere to go? What can you do? Who can you know? If all you are is in complete darkness, completely numb of taste and sound and feeling, what is there to know? In order to be able to know, you gotta create. In order to know thyself, you must create. You gotta see yourself somehow. How do we know ourselves? It can't be by the opinions of others. That'd be crazy, man. How do we get to know ourselves? Creating. Right. That's the only way to truly see myself. Is seeing what I'm capable of, seeing the gifts that's in me. Create. That's the only way. We are creators, and that's all we can do. That's all we ever will do. That's all we know how to do. We are creators. And everything that, if you create it, is it you? Family? If you create it out of you, is it you? If you draw a picture, is that picture just as much you as yourself? Think about it. Yeah, right? So if a creator created you, then who are you? If there's nobody at all except for this creator, and the creator created from itself, what is that? You are the breath of God. You are the spirit of God. What is spirit? Breath. You believe the creator breathed into you, right? Then whose breath are you? What's the breath that's making you be, that's making you exist? You're the breath of God. You're God. When am I me, though? You're not grasping this. Everything is you. You're you always and forever. You can be no one else. You are as far as the eye can see. Begin to ponder on these thoughts, family, and the more you ponder on them, I promise you, you will come into oneness with self, and all of this will make perfect sense to you. All right, family? I love you all. Be evolution. Be the change that you want to see. No candle loses its flame from lighting another. And if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos, it is in that chaos that you have found yourself. And again, family, More likes than viewers. Y'all are amazing, man. Let's keep manifesting at 200K on my YouTube, okay? I want to manifest as many people to this page as possible. I love you all. Peace.